What's up guys, Dave Moss Jr. here, and in this video I'm going to be doing an unboxing, a review, and an explanation of this amazing game changer of a device. It's called a Lumen, and it's a metabolic measurement device. Game changing. Let's get into it. All right, so it's been unboxed, and what's cool is you get the Lumen device itself, which is pretty small. People are gonna probably think I'm vaping, but I'm not, definitely not. So there's the device. Get a really cool charging dock. Looks very easy to use. The cable, a carrying case, and then all the getting started, welcome papers that I'm gonna read, and I'm gonna get this thing set up. All right, so I'm about to do my first breath, which I'm stoked on, but I am gonna go ahead and charge it to make sure there's a nice amount of battery power and see if there's any updates that need to be updated through the app. It's all done through an app, which is pretty cool. It's so far, just from logging in and playing around with it, it's very easy to use, user-friendly and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug this thing in. One thing to note is the charger is a USB charger, so you will need a brick or obviously a USB plug to use the charging dock. I'll go show you how that works. So here's the dock. There's the little brick, plug the USB in, plug it into the wall, and just match it up. Beautiful. All right, so this is what the app looks like. I don't really like to do that little thing where you have the pop-up on your screen. I'm just kind of like a real dude just here, just trying to show you these wonderful tools that help with our health. So it says sit down comfortably, turn it on. So when you turn it on, you press this button right here, and you get a little light. So now it tells me to sit down comfortably, to turn on device, remove the lid. All right. So I'm guessing the top piece right here is the lid. Makes sense. Hit next, inhale to get the ball in the ring. Okay. This is my first time doing it, so don't expect some crazy anything. This is literally what you're gonna experience, so I want you to experience it before you experience it. Simple enough. This is a practice round. So get the ball in. Now stay in the ring for 4 seconds. Brilliant, you did it. So lung capacity is gonna be important for this. Next. Hold your breath for 10 seconds. Time's up, you did it. This is pretty cool. Now exhale for 6 seconds. Woo! This is gonna make your lungs healthier. Like seriously.
What does it do?
You have to inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 10 seconds, exhale for 6 seconds. Doesn't seem hard, but all right, we're gonna find out. Take a seat and relax. All right, let's go. All right, this is it. This is it. This is how it's gonna work, I hope.
Hold your breath. Exhale in 3, 2, 1.
Analyzing. You're seeing it as I'm seeing it. This is gonna be good or bad. Oh, horrible. Serious carb burn. Expect this after eating lots of carbs or right after intense workouts, which I did have this morning. No carbs. I haven't even had a carb today yet. Otherwise, it's a sign to make some changes. All right, let's analyze this. All right, so that was my first time ever using Lumen. It was actually pretty cool, pretty easy. I think there's gonna be some health benefits to my lung capacity as well. Very easy to use. It connected to my phone. I have an Apple iPhone, and it connected super easy, very fast using Bluetooth. It's great. This was my first reading was a 4 on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 is you're burning fats, 5 is you're burning carbs, anywhere in between is you're burning a little bit of both. So right now I'm a serious carb burner. which I'm a little fluffier than I want to be, so it makes sense. The cool thing is, and what I've learned about this and why I'm really excited to use Lumen, is that apparently it will help me make some changes in my life, right? So this is my morning levels. It's not the morning right now, so I kind of tricked it a little bit just to get my first thing. We're gonna have videos that are gonna help you understand what the Lumen measurements are, and I'm gonna watch this, but I'm not gonna let you watch it. I am gonna go ahead and say this, that Lumen sent me this to try out. They saw my YouTube channel, saw that I like health stuff, so they sent it to me to try out, which is cool. They did give me an affiliate link that is gonna be posted down below. It saves you $50 off a Lumen device if you use discount code MAUS, M-A-U-S, super easy, super cool. So far, this is my first time using it, and I think it's gonna be a game changer for me and my health. I do know that diet is my biggest weakness. It's what prevents me from the gains that I truly feel like I should be getting. But the flesh is weak, and when I see ice cream, I see ice cream. It's just, it is what it is. But I do believe having an accountability tool like this is going to help me make some of those changes and really learn what changes I need to make. So I'm gonna watch this little video, and I'm gonna learn a little bit more about Lumen and the measurements, and then I'm gonna circle back and tell you a little bit more. I changed my mind. That video is way too cool to not share. So check this out.
Lumen was created by twin sisters who saw a need to understand how nutrition affected them and those around them. While the ability to see this has been around for a long time, it was only available in a clinical setting and took 45 minutes at a minimum to assess. They envisioned a world where anyone could get access to this type of information, so they invented the Lumen device and the Lumen platform so that you and I can measure our metabolism at any time, anywhere. What they also found in their research and development is that nutrition is one component that plays a factor in your metabolism. Movement, sleep, and stress also do. And Lumen measures how your entire lifestyle impacts it. Lumen measures the amount of CO2 or carbon dioxide in your breath. The body takes in oxygen and breathes out carbon dioxide. That is why Lumen asks you to take in a breath, hold, and then exhale into the device. The amount of CO2 you breathe out is dependent on what your body is burning for fuel at that time. The more CO2 means your body is in a state of carb burn, and less means you're burning fat. The body is burning energy 24/7 and needs different fuel sources, carbs and fats, at different times. How your nutrition and lifestyle affects you will decide what your body uses for this fuel. Okay, I got it. Lumen measures my CO2 levels. Cool. But what am I supposed to do with that information? Well, the cool thing is, Lumen not only measures these levels, but with these levels, we are getting a visual of your metabolism. And with that visual, we'll give you guidance to create a more efficient metabolism. One that burns fat when it needs to, so we don't store as much, and burns carbs when it's appropriate.
All right, so now I'm gonna share the actual test that you take. So do you move around much each day? Not much, sometimes, most of the time, all the time. Most of the time. I would like to be all the time, but what's your weekly routine, exercise routine look like? Intense, moderate, very intense. I would say very intense. I do CrossFit 5 days a week. I do active recovery, cold plunging, sauna therapy, long distance running with weighted vests. So I'm gonna say very intense. How many hours do you get per night? I usually go to bed at, I get up at 4:45. Ooh, I'm gonna say I get up at 5. Right. So how many hours of sleep am I getting generally? What's your diet preference? I eat everything fish, vegetarian, or vegan. So I guess I eat everything. Kind of carnivore. Do you typically eat carbs in all your meals? Typically eat carbs? No. Connect Apple Fitness? No, I don't really use that. Now let's enable motion. Sure, I'll do that. Why not? Do I have to? Cool. Have it send me some notifications. You're all done. Boom, get my nutrition plan. So now it's gonna give me a little plan. That's pretty cool. All right, so based on my breath and how I can get to burning the most fat, I guess, or burn the most optimally, I need to get 60 grams of carbs, 189 grams of protein and 169 grams of fat. That's pretty interesting. All right, so it's super interesting. I've been using MyFitnessPal for a long time, and now I've been paying for it, right? Now with Lumen, their app actually has the, I would say, exact same thing. You could search for every food. It's almost identical. And what's crazy is just by using my breath, the macros that Lumen is suggesting is almost identical, like spot on to the macros that I have been recommended by a nutritionist already and was set up in MyFitnessPal. So what in the world? Super crazy, right? So now I'm gonna cancel MyFitnessPal and just use Lumen, because I also have an accountability tool that I'm going to be blowing into multiple times a day, telling me what I'm burning and helping to redirect me so that I eat the right things and I perform the right activities to stay a fat burning machine. So in closing this video, I want to talk about the app. The app was super user-friendly. It was very easy to set up. Setup was super easy. Connection was super easy. The Lumen was super easy to use. As you saw, I got my readings very fast. It was very easy to read. And the app has a lot of options. It's got meal plans. It's got tips. You can customize things. If you're a female, you can put in your cycle. It's awesome. So app is easy to use. The Lumen is easy to use. I highly recommend using this tool. It's only been one day of me using this, and I've now found a game-changing device that I'll be using on a regular basis. So once again, if you'd like to get yourself one, use that link down below. Use discount code MOSS. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the next video. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below. If this video is awesome at all, please let me know with a thumbs up. I'll see you on the next video, guys. Have a great day, and God bless.